Hey guys, so today I have 5 first impressions for you. I just wanted to try out makeup that I've already purchased before I get into all the new makeup that I've purchased, especially with the Ulta haul. And I'm still missing 1 or 2 things from my Ulta haul that will arrive tomorrow, so I'm just gonna film this and then the very next video you get will be a giant Ulta haul because I'm super excited to get all my goodies in and share them with you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I want to try was this ALMAY Get Your Fill Brow Pencil in Universal Taupe. It looks like this, and I'm super excited to try this out. I have been loving brow pencils lately, and they've just been my jam, really. It has nice, slick packaging. It has a spoolie on the bottom, and then, oh, it's like a teardrop shape. I don't think I've actually tried a pen like this, to be honest with you guys, because I was on my little brow creams forever. So let's just go straight into it. It's actually easy to work with. It's gliding on really nicely. It's not tugging. It's filling in everything. I don't feel like it's too dark or overbearing. I haven't liked my eyebrows to be super dark either. I know I have dark hair, but I've just liked a little bit lighter eyebrows, so taupe has been my thing lately. I don't know. Y'all can comment if you like it or not. I do. I am so surprised by this. And I've been loving taupe a lot for a color for my brows because it's lighter. And I did lighten my hair. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. I just don't like them to be super duper dark like my hair is a dark brown, so I never get dark brown anymore. I used to only exclusively do that, but I don't know what it is. Why? Maybe it's because I'm paler and not as tan. I don't really know. What do y'all prefer? Do you go with a lighter brow or a darker brow, or the same color as your natural hair? I guess I don't really know. I'm experimenting a little bit because I'm not used to having my hair lighter. So, but this is actually really easy to use. I'm really surprised. Hopefully it doesn't do anything wonky at the end of the day. You know how sometimes it'll look amazing and then at the end of the day when you look at it you can see every stroke and it's just faded and moved in different places and dried up. And it just doesn't look like brows. You can totally tell that you drew them on. I don't really like that part. I'm going to try the spoolie real fast. Just in the front. I like to do this in the front especially. Just to blend it in because I feel like the front is where it's most noticeable. And as you can see I have really long brows that I should trim, but I don't know why I never do that. Am I even a real girl? Because I feel like everybody trims their eyebrows and I do not ever do that. It's probably a sin to some of you guys. Oh. I feel like this was really easy to do though. Brush it out. I still like them to be a little bit bushy. I know I had them a little bit thinner and now I'm I need to touch them up, but overall I do like this ALMAY. I need to try more stuff from them. Now I want to try this Wet n Wild MEGAGLO eyeshadow trio. This is the only one I have of their new collection of this type of eyeshadow, because I know they came out with new little 10 pan eyeshadows, and I do like those, but I haven't tried any from this trio collection. So I'm excited to finally try this out. These are the colors again out of that glare, but they're really, really pretty. So I'm gonna have to go with something else though, to be honest with you, I think. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of my bronzer and put it in the crease because I just like a little bit of a transition shade. And I'm using a very light bronzer today, so it kind of works perfect with these muted light mauve shades. Since I have 2 sparkly colors, I'm going to set my whole lid with this light pink shade right here. just as like the base for the glitter. That's actually a more pigmented pink than I thought it was going to be. If you can see the difference from here to here. It's like very light and subtle, but it's definitely not like a pink that I usually go for, because I don't like this muted of a pink. Not even in clothes, you guys. Like, I know it's trendy to have like tans and these pale pinks, but I feel like they wash me out normally, so I feel like the only reason I grabbed this palette was because I really like the sparkly shades in it. And I just wanted to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. So, but that's not bad. I don't think that's bad at all. I definitely have more lid space on this eye than this eye. And I feel like that's natural for a lot of people, but it bothers me sometimes when I do liner and then I'm like, this side is so much like thinner showing the eyeshadow, and I spent all that time on my eyeshadow and then this eye looks bomb. It makes me so angry. But then I don't want like mismatched eyeliner, so it's a whole thing. Just to play a little bit, I'm gonna use both glitters just for fun. So I'm gonna use this one towards the outer corner and then this one towards the inner corner of my lid. So I'm going to start with the outer corner. It's not an overspray, right? No, it's glitter all the way through, so that's cool and nice. I don't feel like that really did anything. Let's see. I don't know why I just whispered that. I really don't feel like that did anything, so we're going to try another coat, and I put a lot on there. Maybe you have to use it wet. Oh, the fallout was real, like really real. And I know it's glitter, but it's all over my face right now. And my lashes, and not really on my lid. So I'm going to spray my brush real fast and try it wet. Which is probably what I should have done in the first place, because I really didn't read instructions or anything. Okay, that's much better. So definitely use this wet. Do not use it dry or nothing's going to happen. And you're going to have glitter all over your face, like me. Good to know. That doesn't happen a lot, though, with glittery shades. I feel like a lot of them do show up, because this has shimmer and light glitter. So I was hoping at least the shimmer would show up, but it is a really, really, really pretty color. Now that I've made this mess on my face. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll clean it up. I feel like I already got to spray it more. Loving this palette, you guys. I'm not loving it. There's probably so many people that love this, but I feel like I have other palettes where this is way easier to do and I get the same desired effect, so I don't know. Still affordable. Okay, I got them to be about the same. I'm gonna spray my brush this time for the inner corner and use that bottom pink shade for the inner corner, and let's see how that does, because I just want a really well-rounded review on all three shades. So yeah, definitely wet, but that is really pretty. It's very subdued though. It's not a pink that I would really go see, and then it's moving around like crazy. I feel like this might be a total disaster at the end of the night. I'm going to have to do a full day wear test on these shadows for you guys, because I feel like I already know there's going to be a problem, and I just want to prove that to you guys and to myself. This shade is definitely harder to pick up than the other one. I feel like I've already spent too much time making this blend and look good. It's kind of a disaster. It's pretty disaster, because these are very pretty together, but it's a disaster. Okay, I'm going to try to blend that out, because in the crease, something wonky is happening. It's not the prettiest in the inner corner, so I'm going to have to fix that with a highlight at the very inner corner, I think, because I don't want to add more glitter and get it in my eye or anything because it is like has fallout. The pink not as much as the coppery pink shade, corally color. It is pretty though, but now I need to clean all of this off of my face. I just had so much shine. I'm gonna definitely wipe all of this off. I feel like it brushed off easily on this side though. But this side is where it went crazy. Definitely wet, 100%. Do not apply without wetting your brush. I see all the glitter on my face. That's okay though. That's okay. I will be correcting that. Do I want to get a makeup wipe and everything and do the whole shebang? I feel like for the most part it's fine. I notice it only close up, like when the light hits it, but it's kind of pretty, so, and it's matching kind of on both sides, so we're good with that. I'm just going to blend this side a little bit more, and I'm just going to drag this, whatever's left on my brush of that bronzer up here, just to do a little something. Because I hate leaving my brows just bare. It's still pretty though. Like, it does look pretty, I'll give it that, but that was way too much work. So I don't really recommend this palette so far, but we'll see at the end of the day if I am like, okay, it lasted all day. It's an affordable glitter option. I don't know. We'll see about that. Now I'm just going to line my eyes and do my mascara off camera, and then I'll be right back with the rest. Okay, so I finished my eyeliner and my mascara, and I've got to say I only did like from the middle to the edge because I want to see how this pink glitter performs on the inner corner and see if it moves, and I feel like eyeliner will impact it a little bit and keep it in place, and I won't be able to see it very well, so I just wanted to be able to let the color shine through so I can really give this a good test on whether or not, even though it's affordable, if it's worth the hassle kind of situation. I'm trying to give it a good, you know, amount of trial and error, see how it works. I don't know, but next up, I wanted to try this RIMMEL Stay Matte Soft Matte Concealer. It's full coverage, and I have it in the shade Vanilla. I hope that this is the right shade for me. I really, really do, because I'm not sure at all. And I feel like this could work. I'm going to try and see if it cancels out dark circles on this side first, and if it doesn't, then I am going to give it a fair shot and put a color corrector underneath the other eye. I feel like I don't usually do this, but lately I've been kind of wanting to know if they work on their own. See, I still feel like it's too dark under there, so I'm going to add some color correcting to it. I'm going to use my Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Concealer in medium. Better. Now I'm going to put kind of a second layer on this side, just a tiny bit so it's not such a salmon-y color, and then do what I normally would do with this one here. But so far I like the actual shade on me. It's blending really easily. I don't have any complaints. I actually like this. I have really bad dark circles anyway, so no matter what, I usually do have a color corrector on, so I'm not going to fault that. But it blended easily. It has decent coverage. I feel like it is doing something and brightening something under my eyes, so I'm okay with that. I like that actually. So, okay, not bad, RIMMEL. By the way, do you guys love the headband trend? I love it. I just need more, to be honest with you guys. I feel like Blair Waldorf. That's what it reminds me of. And I lived for her style, so no, I might be too old for it, but I don't really care because everyone's wearing them no matter what age. So I'm going to rock it. Next up, I have this Essence Cover Stick in Matte Naturelle. It looks like this, and it's just like a little cream stick situation. Like that. And I have a couple of pimples that I want to cover up. Let's see, where's the other one? Okay, I have one big one right here. Is this too light? Oh, that did actually lighten it up. And it was creamy to use. Some of them can be like really hard. I want to clean up the redness around my nose. Usually I think this is meant to like cover up blemishes and things like that, but I just always use something extra for around my nose because that always gets red. And then any blemishes, which I do have one right here as well, 2 of them side by side. That is, it's lightening it up though. I feel like I need a little bit of a darker shade. That would be perfect. But it's covering them like they're not as red. Okay. I just haven't used one of these in a long time, so I was intrigued to try this out. Now I'm going to contour, add blush, and highlight. And I will show you real fast the highlight though. I'm going to put some on the inner corner just to brighten up my look and apply some of that shadow basically to the bottom lash line. I'm just going to add a little bit of the CATRICE highlighting powder in Champagne to the inner corner of my eyes. I added it all over my face just because I'm going to do a bold lip. Because I feel like this is a pretty eye, but I can totally wear bold lip with it. And I really want to try one of those MUA lipsticks I just got, since I haven't tried the formula on them. I don't know. It's not doing so much for me, but that's okay because I don't need it to be super bold with the lip look. So, let me add some blush real fast. Now, the last thing I'm going to try is this MUA Makeup Academy Intense Lipstick in the shade Plum. It's this one right here. This is the one that the packaging broke on me last time, so it's dented from when it fell. But I have not tried it on my lips at all, I promise. So we're going to try this together because I like that it has a shine. Oh, is it going to be too dark? It might be perfect for this. We'll see. Because I broke the tip, it's harder to do it. It has good color payoff, that's for sure. Let me pull it up a little bit more. Oh no. I totally broke this lipstick, or I gotta push it in the pan more because if I pull it out too much, it's gonna fall out. That's so sad. I'll probably like, stop adding things, you made a little bit of a mess. No, we can clean that up. It will be okay. But I kind of like how this took a turn for the more vampy because I haven't done this like in a while. I don't know why. I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. It's my brush first. So whenever your lipstick feathers out, I just grab concealer and put it on like a tiny little concealer brush. This is technically a little mini eyeshadow brush, but I don't have anything on it, so we're going to use it for concealer today. And kind of clean up everything. Okay, so I corrected the lip situation, and I used the Essence Cover Stick for that, and that worked really easily. I feel like I wouldn't have had trouble applying this if it wasn't that this is like really wiggling around and like about to fall. It's not fun. So, but it's a really, really pretty color. So I am actually really into this lip look. I think I'm going to add something else though to the bottom lash line just because it's too light for me. I feel like I just don't love it. Just because I have it on hand, my Off Tropic NYX palette, this one here. And I'm just going to take this bottom shade and darken up the bottom lash line just a tad. I'm not going too crazy. I just want to define it a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I want the top shade because I know that this one's really pretty. This one right here first. Because I don't want to go too dark with it. And now I can add a little bit of that bottom brown shade. I feel like that helps mute it a little bit if you don't want full-on brown, but you want it defined and pretty. I like that much, much better. I'm going to add a little bit more mascara to the bottom lash line. I'm using the CoverGirl Professional Mascara in black. I feel like this was definitely a fall makeup look, but you know what? It also works for winter, so I'm okay with it. And I'm just going to set my makeup with this Soo'AE Replenishing Cucumber Mist, just to freshen everything up. Ooh, it made the eyes pop a little bit more too. Let this dry and then I will show you the finished product. Okay, so while my face is setting, I'm going to come out and say that I don't really love the Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio so far. We'll see if it lasts long. I don't see it peeling or moving around at all. It looks really pretty. The colors are really, really pretty and up my alley. I really do love them. They're very shimmery and beautiful, but that was kind of hard to get them on to stay, and they did have like tons of fallout. So I don't know, I feel like I have other products that work better that I just need to get in those similar shades, you know what I mean? But you know, you might like them. The brow pencil, the ALMAY brow pencil, I do really like this. This glided on really easily and I do like the shape of it. The Stay Matte concealer looks pretty good so far, so we'll see at the end of the day how that works. If everything just like moved around, whatever, I'll check back in. What else did I try? Oh, this cover stick seems to be doing really well. Like, it cleaned up my lips very well. It covered the blemishes really well. Really, really well. So this might be a great find. And then the MUA lipstick, Color Intense lipstick in Plum is a really beautiful shade. That was a lot of color payoff. It feels very comfortable on the lips as well. It feels moisturizing at the same time, and I don't know, it wasn't bad for getting this on discount. I looked up online, by the way, and they're still selling MUA makeup everywhere and even online on CVS. So I don't know if it was like my specific store that they weren't selling it, so they're just gonna move on to something else or what, but you can definitely still get it. So just letting you guys know, it's not like gone. So if you do want to try these, go ahead, because I've liked their lip crayons and their lipsticks are nice as well. Tried a bunch of their stuff and I've pretty much liked a lot of it. Not all of it, but a lot of it. But especially their lip products so far. So yeah. So I will check back in with you guys at the end of the day and let you know my full thoughts. Okay guys, so it is the end of the day. Well, not really end, but end for me wearing makeup. It's 8 p.m. I'm like a grandma, but I want this off my face, to be honest with you. I'm just done with makeup for the day, and I want to get my contacts out and just skincare everything. Feels so great at the end of the day. But I put this makeup on at noon, just for reference. So it's been 8 hours. I feel like I've had it on for a decent amount of time. And the product that is my favorite from this would have to be, what do you think it is? The Lippy. This MUA lipstick, Intense Color lipstick in Plum is beautiful. And I didn't reapply this. This is literally the lip that I wore at 12. That I put on at 12 that y'all watched. Even though it's kind of wonky because mine broke. I'm going to push that sucker in there and use it because this lasted a really long time and it's really pretty. I did eat lunch and dinner, so that's why it kind of looks worn. But I mean, that's still pretty good for having eaten 2 meals and worn it all day. I went running errands and everything, sipped on drinks, all that stuff all day. This is what it looks like. It does have that ring around the inner rim of my mouth, to be expected, so just so you can see that's there. But I feel like you could like gently scrub that off and be fine. But I didn't retouch and I really thought I would. I kept looking at it and being like, really? This is still on my face? So that's crazy. It does transfer a little bit. But every time it transferred, I'm going to feel like I ate a lot of stuff that you had to bite, like sandwiches that you're biting. The only thing it did was kind of like rub down here, so just check because, I don't know, I was just going fiercely there eating. But other than that, it's like worn on the corners a little bit, but I'm pretty impressed with this. I feel like you could touch this up once after eating a little bit, but not even that much. Like you could just like gently dab and be fine and not have to like worry about this kind of dark color looking a hot mess. I don't think it looks bad at all. So love this lippy. It is in Plum, right? So I remembered. Yep, Plum. So definitely love this. And then what's next? I would have to say this RIMMEL Stay Matte Concealer. I'm pretty surprised with. I do like this eye better, the one that I color corrected first and then applied. I feel like it looks the same as it did this morning. This one, I'm seeing like a little bit of blue tones come through, and I don't know if that's because I didn't color correct first. Like, I put this on first, then decided to color correct, and then put a little bit back on. If I would have put a little bit more, maybe. But I'm really impressed by this. I didn't expect to like this so much. Along with the Essence Cover Stick, this one here. My blemishes are still covered. They're not red. This one here is still covered as well. And then I use it around my nose. Now this one's a little bit red, but I did have allergies, so I know I kept like rubbing my nose, but it doesn't look half bad whatsoever. And then it really helped with my lipstick because it was so wonky to put it on. It corrected it right away, and it was super easy to use. So really, really like this stuff. And the eyebrows next. Let me like really, really look. This is surprising me as well. I feel like everything's doing really, really well. This looks exactly the same as when I put it on. You can't see the strokes. It's not fading anywhere. Especially on the tips is where I usually see it fade. It hasn't done that. So really, really like this ALMAY brow pencil in Universal Taupe. This I loved. The fifth one is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Eyeshadow Trio. My real thoughts are that this doesn't look bad on my eyes. It's been 8 hours. It's still there. You can still tell that this side is this brighter shade here, and then the more mauve tone is on the inner corner. You can still differentiate that there's two tones on my eyes. They're still sparkly. Does it look as bright? Yeah, it does. It does. And it didn't transfer. It's not really creasing in my eyes or anything like that. I think it was just annoying, all the fallout that it had, and that you have to use it wet. Like, nothing was happening if you didn't wet it. So it's not that big of a deal because a lot of people do wet their brushes and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's up to you. If you already do that with your shadows, then so be it. I don't always do that, and I do have shadows that look like this in the pan that are basically really easy to use, and you don't have to wet it. If you wet it, it's even better, but you don't have to. But I feel like for the price, and because it has lasted and it does not look bad, it looks really good, I would recommend it. Because this shade right here is just really, really beautiful. And this one is too. Or this one at the bottom is too. I feel like all of them worked. It was fine. This one was really pigmented. They're both pigmented. Just use them wet. That's my cautionary tale. It was my least favorite out of everything though, because it was a little bit hard to work with at first. And I just feel like the palette needed at least something to put on the brow bone or something to put as a transition in the eye, because that's not here. So just letting you guys know that. But it is kind of like an accent palette, and I really do like my eye look, so I'm just going to give it a thumbs up because it doesn't look bad and you can still see everything. I just really didn't expect that. I really didn't. So I feel like I can give all of them a thumbs up, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I'm hating so hard. This is so inexpensive. I don't know. I think it was just 'cause remembering how a little bit irritated I got earlier. Just letting you know. But now that you know, you won't get irritated, so you'll enjoy it just fine. So I've got to say, all 5 products were good. You can see on my face how they wore. I'm really surprised by this though. But that's everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informative for you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.